Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Hot Combs and Popcorn podcast. My name is Danielle.
My name is Brianna.
My name is Bobby.
And we at Hot Combs and Popcorn review movies and television shows from Black culture that we should have seen by now, but we haven't. But we're catching up. And so we give the movies ratings at the end as Zillennials, and we discuss and we give them a rating from 1 to 5 hot combs. So today we will be reviewing Jason's Lyric. It was written by Bobby Smith Jr. and it was directed by Doug McHenry. It's starring a very star-studded cast. It has Alan Payne, Jada Pinkett Smith, Bokeem Woodbine, Anthony Treach Chris, Eddie Griffin, Suzanne Douglas, and Forest Whitaker. So Jason's Lyric had a release date of September 28th, 1994. It's rated R and it has a runtime of 2 hours. So to give you a quick little synopsis, it stars Jason, who is played by Alan Payne, and he is a TV salesman in Houston, Texas. So he dreams of leaving his hometown to get into a management role, move to a different city, start a new life type of thing. But his dreams are put on hold when his younger brother Josh is released from prison, and he gets mixed up in the wrong crowd, starts doing some not great stuff. And at the end, well, not at the end, but Jason falls in love with this girl named Lyric. In the end, tragedy strikes, and Jason has to put the pieces together and start fresh. So, ladies, what did we think of Jason's Lyric?
You know, beautiful gowns, beautiful dresses. I think it would have been a great play.
Yes. Maybe.
I think it would be a better play.
Yes.
That's yeah.
Yeah. I same sentiments. I feel like they tried, I think. That's all I have.
Okay. I feel the vibe that I'm getting is let's start with the low light. Let's just get right into it. Who does anyone want to start off?
Go ahead, Brie.
So, right, call Jason's Lyric, right? Not really about Lyric. Which makes the sex scenes even more explicit than they needed to be. I thought, this was a movie about love, and I thought this was a movie about him and Jada. I was quite wrong.
No wrong.
Yeah, it was giving 90s. And I feel like there was nothing inherently wrong with it. I just feel that it would be better as a play, and it moved in the movements of a play, which I'm surprised that it wasn't a play before this movie, because it's like, when like Cats. It's like Cats on Broadway, right? Except there was no Broadway before this.
I would agree. It does. I didn't think about that, but it does move. It does move like a play. It was very it was
This might be our shortest episode, honestly.
This might be.
Oh shit. Yeah,
because it was like you said, there was nothing like that I was like, oh, I hate that about this movie. It was just like not
good.
Great. Yeah. It just wasn't good. And I'm disappointed because the only thing that I have seen of this movie was the choir scene where they were like at the outdoor like the festival or whatever. I saw that on Instagram, right? And I was like, oh, okay, you know, that's funny, that's cute, whatever. And then it had no, like that scene did not need to be in the movie, first of all. Second of all, it was just like I can I don't have the words for how much I just did not care for this movie. Like,
Can I just ask?
mhm.
I want to preference. I did watch the whole movie. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh,
So okay,
yeah, that was very. It was a very
so
short
there was
scene.
a scene where they were like, it was the beginning of the festival. So remember the festival where they were on that ride and Josh gets in with Lyric and Jason and he's like trying to
Okay,
grab up
so
on
we're
her.
talking about the carnival scene.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
what?
Before that, there
Don't know what
was
you're talking.
There was
Choir,
a choir
choir
there
where?
was a choir that was singing for some reason at
at
this
a
carnival.
carnival.
And the dude, oh my gosh, Alonzo was there and Josh was there and he was talking to him and he was like, get away from me or something like that. I'm trying to catch the Holy Spirit. No.
I'm sure that did happen.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't doubt it. I don't doubt
No.
it. Being that, you know, even though, you know, we had saw this movie a little bit earlier than we were filming it. Even when I was watching the movie, I didn't take notes.
No.
So
Shit.
I
That's
really,
fine.
like,
It's okay.
it's giving. I watched it for the black card, and that's about it for me.
And honestly, the black card at this point, it's giving gray because like people don't talk about this movie for a reason, obviously.
People talk about the sex scene, and that's all I knew about it was that it
I
was
never
heavy on the sex scene. And
the sex scenes.
you
I
know,
didn't
I
like them.
thought
I
creatively,
have
I was like, okay, we found out who Lyric is. Okay, wow, they threw that in there, boom. And then it wasn't really about her, and I was like, so what is this?
honestly, that was my biggest low light. I have another big one, but that was probably my biggest one. Lyric came in at like 45 minutes.
She
Like,
did. Like, what was the point?
I didn't read the description. I went in blind. I'm like, okay, Jason's Lyric. Let's fucking go. Where's Lyric? Where is she? And even once she came in, it's not a romance. Like, it's still about the brothers. And I honestly think it would have been way better if they just kept it about the brothers. Lyric didn't even have to be there. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm tired.
Yeah, it was really just Jason's Josh at that point. Like it wasn't giving. The sex
Yeah.
scenes annoyed me, honestly, because A, I didn't need to see that. B, the one where they were the one where they were outside and at the bayou or whatever, I think I wrote down,
Oh God.
so y'all probably got ticks
Can
because
we talk about it?
it
His
didn't look
bare
comfortable.
ass in the grass.
In the grass?
Bare, you will never,
Her
you
bare
would never catch me. Never catch me put my bare nothing on nobody's ground.
No.
That is crazy.
No.
It's crazy.
And it felt like they were trying to reference this scene of him with the flowers in the field, and they were like, he's back with the flowers. And I was like, what is happening? Like, they just met.
Right.
I'm highly confused. Like, okay, see, now I remember stuff and now I'm getting irritated because then bring up her brother. Thought her brother was a random nigga talking to her. He's talking about her jeans too tight and her legs ain't open enough. That's your sister.
Yes,
Ew.
I wrote that down. He literally, what did he say? Hold on. I just went past that. He said he talking about her kitty and her panties, and I was like, why are you as her brother saying that?
It was so gross. It was so explicit. He was like, if she opened her legs more, then maybe she wouldn't be so uptight or whatever. Bitch, that's disgusting.
Irritated. I was just irritated.
Gross. There was, I don't know. There was so much. I'm
Pretty-
wearing, okay, for
Pretty
context,
gowns, pretty
pretty
dresses.
gowns.
It
I'm
was
wearing
rude.
I'm wearing this shirt in honor of Josh. For the listeners, it says "Find the power within." I need this man to get his shit together for real. He pissed me off because if you're gonna be, about the thug life, you at least gotta be smart. At least try to be smart about it. Can we talk about the bank robbery? Can we talk
Can
about
we
the bank
talk
robbery?
about? Okay, before we get to the bank robbery,
There's a lot to.
There's a lot to unpack.
okay, I guess the plot. I guess the twist before 5 minutes in. I already knew Jason shot his dad. It wasn't. It's not. That ain't nothing
Yeah.
profound that they've written.
It was very obvious.
And then it occurred to me that his little brother didn't go to jail for that.
Mm-mm.
He was just in jail. And I was like, what is the point of talking about that? Like, because the way they set it up, it made it sound like he went to jail for shooting the dad.
Mm-hmm.
And he took the L for his brother. But they talking about you been in and out of jail. We could have skipped Jason killing his dad, which the nigga just was a problem his whole life. Like, I don't
He had to die.
understand
Sorry.
why, like, that's relevant. Like, why his anger towards his dad is so relevant when he literally almost hit his mama.
His
Right.
dad isn't even a crucial part of the plot. Like, if I have the biggest problem with the writing in this movie, like his dad has nothing to do with Josh's anger, the relationship between the brother, relationship between the mom. Like, his dad just died in the beginning. His dad beat the fuck out of that little boy with his cane for robbing him. And then what? Is it what? It really also bothers me, and I noticed this from the beginning. They putting a dark-skinned brother and a light-skinned brother against each other, and the dark-skinned brother is always the bad one. Like, I was irritated so bad. So bad. It was 90s down, like the narration, the stereotypes, the tropes.
I want to ask our listeners who was alive in the 90s, like a regular person, not like a baby like us. Was y'all really just taking the tops off of pickup trucks and making them convertibles? Because I was highly impressed by that. And I was like, I've never heard a story like this of y'all doing that. So I just want to know. Because at this point, the movie was figured out and done 10 minutes in. I was just watching it for the review. So it was other stuff that I was paying attention to that really was very irrelevant. And that's one of them. And I was like, they just picked up the roof and put it in the bed of the truck.
They sure did.
Did y'all do that back then?
I was like, oh, this is cute. This little,
yeah, that was cute.
Genius.
And go. I like that.
I guess they had fun maybe once. That was the only time they were having fun in that movie.
But go ahead, talk about the dumbass burglary. Yes.
Okay, yeah. So, Jason goes to jail, in and out of jail, comes out about the thug life, whatever. It happens.
Josh. That's Josh.
Josh. It happens. We understand. But I just feel like if you're gonna be about that life, at least like try to be smart about it. Like, I don't understand how you go into a situation knowing that you could either die or go back to jail, sabotage your friends, homies, brothers, partners, crew, whatever, and then just be acting a complete ass during the mission. And that just doesn't make any sense. Like, he just completely deserved his ass beat. I'm surprised Alonzo didn't kill him. I was expecting Alonzo to kill one of the brothers at least. I don't know. At that point I really wanted to just turn it off. It was 2 hours and it needed to be like an hour and 15 minutes. Truly.
It could have been a short film.
A short film would have been 30 minutes. 40.
Because I get they were trying to like compare his alcoholism to his father and but it was just like, no.
It was so bad. And go ahead, because I can go.
I just don't, because like if you're gonna call it Jason's Lyric, right? You, like you said, it could have been a short film. You could have cut the whole dad situation out. You could have focused on Jason and Lyric. You could have still had Alonzo in there. You could have still had Josh in there, whatever. But it did not need to be as long as it was. And like, honestly, with the bank robbery scene, I feel like, okay, I don't understand it because he said he was running late, which doesn't make any sense because he left Jason. Josh left Jason to go to do the bank robbery, right?
Yes.
So why are you late? Where did you go?
Like,
I don't understand.
blaming it on Lyric.
And then like Alonzo, I feel like he didn't kill him because honestly, I don't think he's completely about that life as much as he says he is. Like he not I don't see him killing nobody. Josh was clearly. I mean,
Okay, can I just say, immature highlight. When he shot her, it was like that was an accident. Very funny.
no, that was funny. That was
Oh
funny.
yeah,
When
yeah.
he like shot her, he was like, okay.
What, when he killed Lyric?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't kill
Oh,
her.
he didn't kill her.
He just shot her. Which also I was like, girl, you just got shot in the shoulder. Stand up. You're like I'm dead. I can't.
I was like,
Jada
Girl,
Pinkett
you
was
got
going
shot
for
in the
that
shoulder.
Oscar.
You calm
bro.
down. There is a way you could die from getting shot like right there, but girl, they weren't thinking hard. They don't know.
were,
They didn't write that into the film.
You
But when
get shot
he
on
was
the
like,
shoulder.
he shot her and he was like, okay, I know how this looked. That was an accident. I was like, Josh, you are
Hold
a
on.
true. And
Talk
that
about some. I'm sorry. He said, "I'm
said
sorry,
that
bitch."
that was an accident. I was like,
Bitch, you shot me.
I was like, you're right. It was an accident. He said that was an accident. But you would have thought everybody died. I was like, oh my God. Like,
because that was another low
drama.
light for me. I was so confused because the way that she was like dangling, like girl was dangling. I was like, she's dead. And then he picked her up, and I was like,
if you got shot right here.
Wait, she didn't die?
Exactly. No,
Wait,
she didn't die.
You didn't finish watching the movie, is what I'm hearing.
Wait, was there an end credit scene?
Okay, so did you see when they were on the bus together?
No.
Bobby, did you turn the movie off early?
No, I thought that was like a fantasy. I thought that was like a dream sequence.
No.
Oh no.
They had like a little patch. Like she was fine. She got shot in the shoulder.
Which is another low light. No.
Which is why her acting like she did and him acting like she did was like, bro, y'all are picking me up. I know y'all were smarter than this in the 90s.
I'm floored because I'm sorry.
I know you were smarter than this.
Because I seriously thought that she was dead. And so like she's on the bus. I'm imagining like, oh, he's fantasizing about going back to the forest with her and like fantasizing about being with her again. Like, of course she had to die for the dramatic. What was the point then? What was the point?
That's why I wrote down and I quote,
it just got worse.
The ending was trash. Like, oh yeah, by the way, she survived. They get on the bus. Huh? That's what I wrote down. Like,
because there was no transition from the ambulance to the bus. Like,
and can we talk about how like the brother also didn't care that she got shot? Like he was crying over his friend. But pretty gowns, pretty dresses. That's about all I have to say.
Well, that really just pissed me off even more. Like I had 1 rating and it just plummeted, actually.
I mean, I'm just gonna chop this movie up to the 90s was in their 90s bag and people loved a Romeo Juliet romance, and that's what I like, because it wasn't like there was nothing profound about this movie other than what people talked about that I knew about was the sex scenes, which to me
and that wasn't even
in that like naked.
We've all seen a booty crack.
Ass, like talking about y'all just made love. What are we doing?
In the grass.
In the grass. Rolling around.
So disgusting.
That is insane. I'm sorry.
Like it was so graphic for it to have nothing to do with the movie. And then he was like, I'm not gonna leave because I gotta stick with my brother Josh because I shot by. Okay, but he ain't go to jail for you. So why are you Josh was gonna be mad whether you shot him or not.
Period.
And Josh is ruining your life. He's ruining your life. He almost hit your mama.
And God bless
you.
That actress. God, I wish her character was written better for her because
she deserved better.
She would go from regular to like In the Color Purple. I give my whole life to this man. and then be like, but that's fine, that's okay.
Mhm.
And then the fact that they used the same actress, I was like, what's happening? What's really going on? Like, I don't know. I'd be so curious to know the budget for this movie because it's giving.
Same, because I need to know.
Because like, what is it? You might as well have just been at the same Tyler Perry house.
Budget
Like,
$7 million.
sounds about right. That was
Yeah,
probably
it makes sense. Yeah,
and the main star actors paid,
and
like,
it shows.
and
Yeah.
it shows. And
How much did it make? We need to know.
20,851,520.
I feel
no.
like they really feel like they ate.
I know that
For sure.
the writers were talking about, oh, we gonna get him with this, we gonna hit him with that, that plot twist there, that plot twist there. No, bitch, it sucked. And also another thing, where is the character development? Let's talk about it. Who changed? Who changed from the beginning to the end?
Josh is
Not
dead.
one person. Josh died, but at what cost? There was no cost. We knew he was gonna fucking die. And like, I'm sorry.
Pretty gowns, pretty dresses.
You know what? I do have one highlight.
Okay, let's go.
The one, what was his name? Timmy, the friend.
Who's Timmy
with the hair.
Oh, he was funny.
Oh,
he was always like, "Don't touch my hair."
Eddie Griffin was very funny.
Okay,
I'll
I
get
had another highlight then.
Okay.
I'll get
Lyric's best friend.
Yes.
Her hair.
Yes.
Always cute.
And the nails.
And the nails. She was an A girl.
I actually feel like the actor who played Josh very well.
He did.
Like, I feel like he did really good. And I feel like Forrest Whitaker did really good. I feel like they were both really, like, even though, to be honest, Forrest, like, at least 90% of your scenes could have got cut and the mood, it wouldn't have changed. I didn't need to see you grappling with the fact that you were drunk and alone with one leg. Like, you could have showed up to her house drunk and I would have gotten that without the 10-minute explanation. But I felt like, and the kid, the little boy who played Jason,
acting down.
Okay, both of them actually acted.
They did a very good job.
That's the only highlight. They committed to the bad script. It was a bad script, but they committed. Everybody impressed me with their acting skills, other than Jason, Lyric, and his mama. Everybody else,
Jada Pinkett, we're so sorry, sweetie.
So sorry.
Bless his heart and his hair. That's all I have to say. But other than that, everybody, if the acting was actually,
it was good for what they, for what the material was.
They committed. They were actors.
Yes.
The kid was crying. He was crying real tears. I was like, the kid, the little boy was mad and angry. It was giving. Even Mom's little monologue about how she quit, how she got fired over her son, which is crazy.
That was
they
crazy.
Still give him a job, but whatever. She got fired for her son. Hey, pays to be a mama's boy. But
I guess.
Look, like, your son going in and out of, your son going in and out of prison, doing all that. Why would you then have him work at your job?
I guess never give up on your kids or whatever, but at a certain point, you kind of gotta just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sorry, but sometimes you just really have nowhere left to go.
I guess they were trying to make that art. Okay, this is not like, Chris Brown fans, calm down. Don't.
Oh, here we go.
Don't even. Okay. I feel like the same thing of like how when that whole stuff happened and they were saying that Chris Brown had like watched his dad be abusive to his mom and that's kind of like where his actions came from when they were in the car and they had to fight, et cetera, et cetera. That's all I'm talking about. So don't, Chris Brown fans, calm down. That story is like the same type that was in this. Like, the Josh saw his dad beating on his mom, getting drunk, So when he finally had the opportunity to become like an adult man, he did the same thing. And it's like, okay, I do see that as a real storyline. It happens to real people. Real people end up doing what their parents did that was negative. I just use Chris Brown as an example because I know that was his story of why, he had the anger issues. how and whomever, so how many times we want to tell that story?
That's it.
Like, is it not a little bit played out? Like,
It's played out. It's played out.
I would love to know from people who watched Jason Lyrics when it came out. I would love to know how remarkable and how life-changing this movie was when you guys came out, because clearly it did not hold up. But I just know this movie was doing numbers back in the day. And I just really want to know what impressed y'all about this. Is it because we didn't have other examples at the time? Is it because of the sex scene? Is it because a lot of people related? Like,
I guarantee you it's that sex scene because
has to be.
Because
Has
I
to
just
be.
feel like if it was that remarkable, we would still be getting references, like jokes, like to this day about that movie. Like literally the only thing that's brought up is the sex scene. Like it's not like Friday or Coming to America or something where it's constantly being referenced, or even the more heavy ones like Do the Right Thing. Like people stay talking about those movies because they changed the game. This movie changed what? Not much. And you know what?
It probably gave the actors notoriety of their ability to act, because that's what I'm saying. Like everyone was like acting, so it's like that little step up movie. Like it's not a great movie, but it showed you a good catalog of acting. Because I know the character that played Josh, or the guy who played Josh, he always ended up playing some type of villain, some type of drug. Like he always ended up, like, I don't know if he got typecasted like that, but like he always does really well at those villainous
Might have been the typecast
stuff. You know, the older he got, the deeper his voice is. What'd you say?
It might have been the typecasting.
It might have been.
He might have been typecast for real.
I'm just saying, like, but he does it. He does that really well. You know, Jada is always kind of like the love interest and stuff. I know I've seen the other guy that played Jason in a lot of stuff. I don't remember anything in particular.
I think he's in something with Tyler Perry.
He do be, and this feels like
it's giving Tyler Perry for sure.
Yeah,
you know,
it feels
I'm surprised
like
Tyler Perry didn't have his pen in there somewhere.
You know what this feels like? It feels like what's the one? Not what's the
one of his movies?
Because the front of the house reminded me a lot of Tyler Perry movies. Whatever one, like it kind of reminded me. I wouldn't be surprised if he took inspiration from like the movie, the setting, the vibes, because it's in the South. Oh, have that same type of house situation. Guy trying to do well for himself, you know. That's all I have to say though. I don't really
Alan Payne, the guy who plays Jason, he was in New Jack City. Yes. So we watched that. I don't remember who he was in New Jack City, but he was in it.
That's the main character?
He was he was G Money. He's number 5 on the bill.
What?
Who the hell is G Money? He's right after Pookie.
I don't know.
He probably died.
Probably.
He was in House of Pain though.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why
he was.
I know that's why I knew seeing him related to Tyler Perry. I knew that. It's just I feel like I've seen him in other stuff other than House of Pain.
Yeah. I will say I did like in the movie the town crier scenes that they had where
that was nice.
I like it and I don't like it. I don't like it because it doesn't go with the aesthetic of the movie. It was almost like they were trying to like do Spike Lee, and
that's exactly what I thought of. Do the Right Thing.
This is not it. This is not a Spike Lee joint. Okay, so if y'all had tried to go down that road, you should have gone for it, but it wasn't
giving the Spike Lee. And then when they first got out of jail, or when he first got out of jail, and they had that like homeless guy dancing, like the guy that was on drugs, also giving kind of like that specific character. That's when they lifted the top off the pickup truck.
Yeah.
And then hold on, something else that pissed me off.
Oh God.
Why would they go get him drunk when you know your mom was gonna have a surprise party for him?
Like that pissed me off so bad.
I was like, what kind of friends are these? Like, and then they're like,
The
oh,
worst.
sorry, and then they leave. Like,
Jason, Jason, you live at home. You gonna tell me you ain't know your mom was throwing a surprise party for your brother? Why would you go get him drunk? And then talking about some, don't worry about him. No, nigga, worry about him. You did this. Why is he drunk? He come there, grab the cake, like, look.
Ugh. That's what I knew. And you want to know what's crazy? When the movie first started, we were just at the little boys, and Forrest Whitaker had like carved Gloria into his arm. I said, oh, you know what? This might actually hit. Hold on. And then as soon as we got to that scene, I said, okay, no, we're going down a really deep, dark road that I'm not.
Because the movie is told from Jason's perspective, right? We see his dreams, we see his stuff. So why am I in an apartment with your dad watching him, like, technically, like, I mean, like, storyline wise, like, if we're telling this from his point of view, you wouldn't know that your dad did all that. So why are we watching it?
Right. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, the logic isn't there.
No.
It's not there. I feel like this feels like it was written with no proofreader. It feels like it was just like the first draft, and somehow got greenlit, through all those people. It's so crazy to be like, I always wonder, like, when making a movie with a script this dull, on set, are they all just like, yeah, this is gonna eat? This we gung ho for this. Like no one's in the back like questioning it. I don't know. Me personally, I'd be in the back like with the rest of the camera crew, like, this is not making, these two things aren't clicking, but that's not my business.
That
like
on-set crew be talking shit, but
the crew had to be talking shit.
Like sorry. I feel like they didn't know no better back then. I feel like they made this. Everyone was in it to win it. I feel like it was good vibes. Like, I feel like they felt like they ate. Like, I feel like there was nothing. If you think about all the good movies that you can compare this to, well, that's not even true, because the Five Heartbeats came out way before then, and even that was a better than this. So it's just, I was gonna try to help them. Just kidding.
You can't.
There's no helping.
Something that made me laugh really hard. It wasn't supposed to be funny at all, but I cracked up after they had strung up Josh and beat the shit out of him for the bank robbery shit, and Jason wanted to get his lick back with Alonzo and like jumped him in the bathroom. Talk about, this is for my brother. Smack. It wasn't funny, but it was funny.
This is what I was hoping. You went in there with all that energy. You ain't had no weapons.
No weapon.
You ain't had no gun.
Not one.
Your idea was to hit him, push his head into the mirror of a Park District bathroom.
What?
Now y'all just fighting in between concrete. He really beating your ass.
Yeah.
And you just got the final good licking. You thought there would be no retaliation after that? You just thought he look at what he did to your brother. Do you not realize that if you don't kill him when you attack him, y'all gonna die? He gonna shoot up your mama's house.
Like, this man had a saw. A saw.
He had a nice little handheld. They had him up there in the garage hanging, but you thought hitting his face into a supposed to be unbreakable Park District bathroom mirror was gonna eat.
Because he's the hero. He's not supposed to have a weapon. He's moral justice.
No. Fuck all that shit. I wanted him to kill Alonzo point blank. Can you imagine how that would have completely changed the trajectory of the movie? Like, let's start there.
In the hospital, I thought he was gonna like really mess him up.
Yeah,
and it's just like,
if you want to talk about character development, like that could have been a chance for maybe him and Josh to switch places, like
Right, like
maybe now
y'all trying
Jason
to
goes
make
down a
it,
dark road.
y'all trying to make it seem like he has all this built-in anger and he's just this angry person because he killed his dad. But where's the energy when the energy needs to be seen?
Like, it's not
Like,
there.
hello?
He sabotaged his whole life with Lyric for a head push and a possible scratch on the face.
And
no,
then,
baby.
so okay, I have a question
Okay.
because I really don't know.
Mhm.
Why did Josh go to the house at the end?
To kill everybody, I guess. I don't.
Why was he mad?
But like,
I don't remember now.
why did he
why
go?
was he
Because at
mad?
that point, Jason had already beat up old dude for him.
Right.
So did he go for revenge because they had him hanging like a piece of meat? But that wasn't really like, why did he go in the house? Was like, was it to, because if he wanted to kill Lyric, he could have just killed Lyric. But
He wanted to kill Alonzo, but I don't remember.
Right. Yeah, he
I
wanted
gotta
to kill
look
him,
it up now.
Alonzo. Yeah, that's what it is. He wanted to kill Alonzo for revenge, but Alonzo wasn't there, so he killed everybody else except for
But
Lyric, which I'm
then-
still shocked about.
but then like, back to the robbery, you took your mask off. So did you think you were just gonna be able to rob a bank, beat up your brother's boss, shoot people? First, it seemed like he was trying to hide in the crowd. Like at first, he like laid in there like he was one of them, and I was like, that's not gonna work. And then he got out, and I was like, what? This man's just on a rampage. He's just, his no thoughts, just vibes. This man is no
vibes.
thoughts, just vibes. I'm like, I feel like this should be called Jason's headache because
Yes.
forget Lyric. Really, honestly, and truthfully.
Like,
Forget Lyric.
Yeah.
This could have just been called Jason's headache because Lyric wasn't causing him no peace. And then the boat scene or the dock scene was just so like, another reason why I'm not adding them into the category of acting for that. Because it was like, but you gonna, what is this energy? Y'all met
no,
2
like
days ago.
I really can't.
Y'all met less than a week ago.
Every time Lyric was on screen, it was insufferable for me. Honestly, truly. I'm so sorry, Jada, sweetie, but like, holy shit. When they went up to that bridge and she was talking about, you ever wonder where that bus is going? I just want to go. Girl, then get gone then. Like, I don't.
Like, go. And it's
Like,
just like
it's-
everybody I talk to ends up in a body bag. So you're the problem.
So you're the problem.
Like,
It's so
you're the problem. Because why is your brother killing everybody you talk to? Like
the bus fare can't be that much, girl. You have a job. Just go.
it clearly wasn't, because they were on it at the end of the movie.
Right.
Like,
And what's crazy is you did all that. Won't leave your mama. Wouldn't take the break.
Management.
Wouldn't go be an assistant manager because you gotta stay with your mama. And at the end of the movie, you leave because your girl got shot in the shoulder.
Like, it doesn't make any sense. I feel like.
Go ahead.
And this is another thing that bothers
What
me.
is this movie rated?
I mean,
Rated?
no, we need to
Rated
know.
R.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
I do need to know because I'm not impressed.
Something that bothers me, well, I don't know. Okay, normally, like when you're watching a movie and a character says that they're ready to leave and they're ready to escape, they're going to die. Like, we already know one of them's gonna die, whatever, and it's tragic. Which is fine. That's like a trope. Like, I don't mind seeing that happen. But I just feel like one of them actually should have died because there's no way that both of them ended up alive out of this entire shit show. Like, how did, I guess Josh died, but that wasn't really satisfying.
But
Sorry.
I feel like because he kept saying, "Oh, Josh is holding me back, and I got to make sure my mom's all right with Josh. I can't leave her with him." Blah blah blah. And now he's dead. So
so maybe that's why he left.
yeah, that's what I thought.
Wouldn't that be the time to stay to support your mama? Like because now she has to deal with the fact that your brother killed 2-3 people and himself and robbed a bank. Let's not forget about that.
Mhm.
Like, so, huh?
But no, because he has to go across the country on a bus with this girl that he met 3 days ago. It's giving
And
Disney princess just met this man. I'm in love with him, and I
yeah,
really hate that. Like,
me too.
I don't. I if you're gonna try to make something realistic, right? If it's gonna be a movie that you think people could relate to in some way, make it relatable. If we're gonna have Lyric in this, like she should have been like a childhood friend, or she should have been like someone who's gonna be throughout the entire movie, not someone who comes in 45 minutes too late and is going on one date with you on a bridge, and then the bus terminal, which actually that was kind of cute. I did think that was cute when they were, because she was like, I love buses, and he's like, here's a bus station.
Can I just read something? I'm in these reviews for Amazon, and
Okay,
this
yes,
movie
read
got
the
a
review.
4.8 out of 5.
Read it. I need to
And
know.
I am shook. The first comment says, a great love story, very entertaining, one of those family movie nights.
Family.
Family. Who's
So,
family? Hold on.
The family, the children go watch this.
No,
someone
that's
made a nice long
crazy.
paragraph, which I respect your paragraph, sir. But basically said this is a classic tragedy, passionate love story, a blockbuster hit, two brothers going through struggle, and this is
A
a hood
blockbuster.
classic. I'm sure it is a hood classic.
A block-
God. You know
am
what? I
best
too.
romance story. Captures
I
the
should-
grittiness of urban life and conflicts of growing up with odds of survival.
I shouldn't have looked up these reviews as well, because I'm honestly like really
I feel that the anger that people have for our review of Shaft is going to be the same level of anger that they're going to have for the final ratings of this movie for us, because
Oh no.
No,
Oh,
fuck that.
no.
I'm standing on everything I said. This movie sucked. Okay. There's a 5-star review right here that says Menace to Society meets Love and Basketball. Banging hip hop music in it too, and a great love story. And I hate love stories. What?
majority of the negative reviews, the 1-star is because of how they received the DVD or the VHS.
Stop it. You're lying.
Not this, except for one person. But everyone else is like, I can't, this is not compatible. It's not. Someone said good relationship, but tarnished by bad writing.
Relationship.
I can, the good relationship to me, the brothers.
Okay.
But
their relationship is toxic.
Right. I was like, there's no good relationship in this movie. So
somebody on Letterboxd gave it 4.5 stars and a heart and said I'd throw my life away in an instant for Jada in this movie.
That's so unfortunate.
I'm sorry, Jada,
I want better for the world, but maybe it's the nostalgia factor.
Maybe.
It must be the nostalgia. It's always nostalgia.
I saw a review that said that someone watched it 10 times. It's one of their favorite movies, and
that's it has to be that. Like, it has to be the connection that people had with it when it came out, because watching this now,
not good.
No.
It's not good.
No.
It has a 58% on Rotten Tomatoes and a 6.6 for IMDb.
6 is even kind of pushing it.
Wow.
58%. Okay. It has a 58% tomato meter on Rotten Tomatoes and a 90% audience score.
90?
No, that's actually kind of alarming.
You know what?
Maybe maybe okay. No, okay. I can see it. I can see it if people really like the idea of escaping their circumstances and running away with a whirlwind lover. Like you just gotta get away from it all. Let me just get this nice person to just change my life. Maybe it's like that. That's what people like it.
Lyric could be a serial killer for all we know. And you know what? He wouldn't know either because he got on a bus with her after knowing her for 3 days. And
someone in 2008 rated this 4.5 stars. They said this movie is pretty good and you get to see Jada's booty. Yeah, that's pretty much where I'm expecting.
That's it.
That's where I'm expecting the reviews to come from, honestly.
And you get to see Jada's booty.
Which I heard she had a body double for that anyway. So unfortunate for you, sir. But
it's not Jada's booty.
If this is the type of movies we have to watch to keep our black card, I'm gonna be very irritated for the next 2 years.
We gotta do something better next. We do. We need to do our research.
Give us good suggestions because we can't do stuff like this. Like anyways, that's a good segue to our own ratings. So ladies, who would like to start with their rating for Jason's Lyric?
Well, honestly, truly, I feel like I left it all on the table. I don't really feel like I have anything else to add. Because I can't give it a 0, I'm gonna give it half of a hot comb out of 5. Just half.
All right, we got a broken hot comb. All right. Bree?
I'm grappling between 2.
Okay.
And I think I'm gonna go with the lower one. I'm gonna give it a 1 hot comb out of 5.
Okay.
I was gonna do 1.5, but the 1 is literally just for the acting.
Mm-hmm.
It's just for the acting, the individuals, Josh. Like, I can't deny it was good acting. Everyone put their heart in their character, and I appreciate that. I just don't really see where the 0.5 will come from to add to the 1. So yeah, it's gonna be. It's not the worst film that I've ever seen. It's just if you don't understand why we keep saying pretty dresses, pretty gowns, look it up. Shout out to Aretha.
Shout out Aretha.
Shout out.
It's the same. Like you're here. You made it. You did it. I know this was a big thing for us, and I love that for us. And it's gonna have to be a 1, just a solid. No more, no less, just a nice 1 out of 5.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Can I add something?
Oh, yes.
I would just like to say my rating is going to stay the same, but I'm just going to give a shout out to the crew who had to endure this because
in that Texas heat.
I know they suffered, and it takes a lot to make a movie, okay? And to suffer through this specifically, shout out to y'all.
Shout out.
Go ahead.
I will also be giving this a 1. I had some time to marinate on everything that I saw of this movie, and I realized how much I disliked it. So like you said, the acting for most of the actors was good. The music choices were good. A lot of Al Green in there. Yeah. It's So a 1. That's all. We saw.
There.
It's a movie, and I watched it.
Exactly.
There.
Exactly.
We can now say we saw Jason's Lyric.
Well, this has been another episode of Hot Combs and Popcorn, the Box Office Season 2. Thank you all for listening. Again, my name is Danielle.
My name is Brianna.
My name is Bobby.
And if you haven't done so already, please follow and subscribe to us on YouTube and Apple Podcasts and Spotify, Buzzsprout, everywhere that we are. Throw us a like, share the episode, leave a comment below. Have you seen Jason's Lyric? Did you like it? Did you like it? If you did, let us know. What did you like about it? and be specific. And let us know, give us some suggestions as to what movie you would like to see us do next. And the streetlights, they coming on, so we gotta go. But we will see you again next time, same place. Bye everyone.
Bye.